high school football game between Moeller and Columbus St. Francis de Sales. So Tyler Wayman will kick it off. They line the football up at the 40-yard line. And back deep, they get ready to kick it off. Taylor Wayman now kick with the right foot, and it goes to the right sideline, almost out of bounds, but at the 10-yard line picking it up and about to the 15-yard line where they'll mark the football. Well, close to at the 10-yard line where they'll mark the football. So a first down and 10 as on the return. That was number 36, Chris Thomas, who brought the football back. 18-yard line is where they'll mark the football. So first down and 10 at the 18-yard line is where they will set up. And the starting backfield, Zach Zlupski, number 16, and Mark Schertzinger, and also Austin Addington in the backfield as they line up here. Getting ready to snap the football, and they're going to be a penalty. Looks like a little movement before the snap. I'll tell you. So the penalty on DeSales, where they'll line up again. And we set up here at the quarterback position is Matt Mangini. Out of the shotgun formation, they line up with the double tight end, as you mentioned. Off to the right, and now the handoff up the middle, and they fake it. The quarterback going to run it. He's got it up to the 20-yard line, to the 25, and he's taken out of bounds at about the 33-yard line until they mark it. Quarterback Matt Mangini with a good run. The quarterback. They mark the football at the 32-yard line is where they'll start. 11:45 to go. Just joining us. First drive of the game. No score. And out of the shotgun formation again. This time out of the option. They'll try to run it this time. And again, the quarterback keeps it. And Mangini to the 40, to the 43-yard line. And a first down up the middle.
That time Moeller's defense had some guys there. It was really just a nice run by Mangini. He decided Moeller's defense over pursued to the outside.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line is where they'll mark the football. And out of the shotgun formation, they line up with two running backs and actually three running backs in the backfield and getting ready. Again, out of the option, they hand the ball off straight up the middle and not much doing there. And about back to the original line of scrimmage, if that.
Yeah, just trying to, I think, get some penetration up the middle. Moeller's defensive interior is doing a nice job. It's going to be tough to reach those guys out of the
two on that, and they mark the football at the 45-yard line. So second down and 8, 10:42 to play in the opening quarter. No score if you're just joining us. Out of the shotgun formation, there's Mangini. Looks and hands the ball up the middle. Again, they get it close to the 50-yard line is where they'll mark the football. That was running back out of the backfield. That was Ronnie Smith.
Quarterback, he's not a full 5 yards deep. It's not a direct snap, but it's not the traditional shotgun either. It's definitely a different style of offense.
They mark it at the 48, a little short of the 50, so third down and 5 with 10 minutes to go. And there's a movement, but they don't call. Oh, wait, they did. They marked it a flag down there as they had a little movement before the snap. So let's see what it'll be on. It's a legal motion against St. Francis de Sales, so they'll Austin Addington back in the backfield now for de Sales. The Stallions, 9:44 to play. It'll be a third down and 10. The ball at the 43-yard line. Their own 43. They're trying to, on their opening drive, going from right to left of your radio dial with their home field in their home purple jerseys. Out of the shotgun formation, there's the quarterback. Mangini fakes it, gives a reverse to number 22 out of the backfield, Schertzinger, and not much doing. A couple of handoffs. They tried the reverse, and they didn't get much.
It looked kind of like the quail huddle. They snapped it deep, gave it to the quarterback up front, who held it and gave it kind of on a counter back around.
Coming up, so not much doing there.
Out there, though.
Well, let's see what they do. They're actually
shifting into
shifting.
Punt formation.
Yeah, they shift into punt formation. Number 85, Anthony Begro, will punt the football at his own 30-yard line. And back is David Starvaggi back at his 20. And let's see, the ball's bouncing, a good bounce. It takes the Sales bounce and bounces inside the 10-yard line. Ben McGrath, yeah, Ben McGrath is going to play. That's a surprise. They thought Reichert was going to be in the lineup, but Ben McGrath comes out for the first series of downs at the quarterback position. So Ben McGrath at quarterback for Moeller. He'll line up under center. He'll have two wide receivers to the right. And one in the backfield, he'll throw the football looking outside and incomplete. And all the way on this side, looking, looks like Trainer on the left side, and that was incomplete. Room out there. McGrath will line up under center again with one backfield man in the backfield, and under these, it looks like Walsh will get the carry out to. Let's see, that was actually check that. It's tough to see from where we are, David. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
It looks like Grant Widmeyer will get the carry on that one. 5 seconds to go, first quarter. The ball marked at the 13-yard line. It'll Grant Widmeyer at the backfield with Ben McGrath under center. Two wide receivers out to the right, two to the left. They split it. Here's McGrath looking, throwing. He's got a man open, and a complete pass that time. Number 18 out of the Neil Wonder, and he got close. Let's see, and looks like a first down.
Moeller offensively doing a nice job there. They're just running kind of streaks with their wideouts, running by the front set of defenders and trying to stick the ball in there before the safeties.
Moeller trying on their first drive. Here's under center is McGrath with now goes Carter in motion over to the left. And now looking for Carter, looks to throw, goes down the field to Wonder, and he's got to complete at the 45 to the 50, might break it to the 40. He's outside the 32-yard line, and they mark it at the 30 where he gets taken down, but a great play to Wonder.
It was a great play, and it was a great job of using motion to set up the play. Moeller started out 4 wides, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Motion Carter across to make a trips to the left.
Ball pretty well, 6 minutes and 55 seconds to play in the opening quarter. McGrath under center, he lines out. Wide to the right is Cleary. To the left is Carter. In the backfield is Martez Williams. Now looking. McGrath to throw the football. He's got some time. Steps up into the pocket. Throws down the field. Incomplete. And Blake Carter. And Carter just couldn't hang on.
That was a good throw by McGrath.
With Wonder now out to the right along with Cleary. To the left is Trainer and Carter. In the backfield, Martez Williams now. McGrath under center for Moeller. They're ready to call the play here. Now the handoff to Martez Williams up the middle. Breaks a tackle out to about the 28-yard line. And that's where they'll mark it a gain of 3.
It's interesting what Moeller's doing offensively and how DeSales is reacting to it. Moeller's been in 4 wides for the whole game inside the box, so you'd think Moeller would be able to take advantage of that. DeSales must have a tough front 4.
They third down and 8. They'll mark the football at the 29-yard line. The lineup out of the I formation with the setback Martez Williams. They fake to him. McGrath looking to throw. Now goes to Carter, and he dropped the ball at the 22-yard line.
Looking to get upfield and get the first down before he pulled the ball in. It was a good throw again by McGrath, who's had a very nice first series. If you're a high school coach.
Well, 4th and 8, they're going to go for it at the 29-yard line. 5 minutes, 53 seconds to go in the first quarter. Cleary lined up to the right. They line up with Florida to the left. Throw the ball overthrown and looked intended for number 23 to Tyler Dirkers, and that was incomplete. So Matt Mangini had a good first drive. He was able to get some runs out of the play. They'll line up the football at the 29-yard line where they'll start out of the shotgun formation. They line up with that double tight end set. And here's the handoff up the middle. Fake it. He'll run it himself. Mangini will decide it and do that to the 31-yard line. A gain of 2.
Nice.
Second down and 8. Ball spotted at the 31-yard line. 5:20 to play first quarter. There is no score. Both teams have had 1 drive. This is the second drive now for Columbus DeSales here. Now looking to out of the shotgun again. Looking to run the option. Runs the ball up the middle and not much doing.
I think that was a snap bobbled around back there, and it's kind of tough. The quarterback only is standing about a yard or a yard and a half, 2 yards behind the center, so he's got to pick that ball up right away and get his hands on it, and if that snap's not where he's expecting it, it's going to be tough for him for Moeller defensively. If they can force 3rd and 9s, I think they'll be very successful tonight.
Matt Mangini again the shotgun formation, or kind of a double tight end set. Fakes the handoff, now going to run it up the middle and gets to the 36-yard line, and gain of 6 yards, but not enough for the first down. It'll be a 4th down coming up.
Another option call for DeSales.
Now to punt the football is back number 85, Anthony Begro. Back to receive it, David Starvacci back at his own 30. It's a right-footed kick. It's a pretty long one. Going to take Starvacci back to the 22. He fumbles the football, and he has to fall on the ball at the 28. He fumbles it again. It looks like it's going to go the way the Chargers think they have it.
And DeSales does have good coverage by DeSales. Starvacci was really back there by himself. Didn't judge the ball correctly, bobbled it, and tried to dive on.
David Starvacci back returning kicks. Blake Carter not. That's surprising. I guess after last week, they decided to try something different. And now Mangini will go up the middle and hand off, and really no, maybe a gain of a couple of yards on the play.
That's a pretty successful first down for DeSales. That's kind of what they're looking to do with their 7 or 8 here.
Second down and 7. The ball spotted at the 23-yard line. 3 minutes now to go in the first quarter. There's still no score, but DeSales is driving out of the shotgun formation. Quarterback Mangini fakes, now decides to run with it himself, and he goes, gets gang tackled about about the 22-yard line, so a gain of about a yard.
A nice pursuit by the Moeller defense. A lot of white shirts around the football. That's what you like to see as a defensive unit.
In 20 seconds to play in the first quarter. Out of the shotgun formation is Mangini. Let's see, and the handoff is to Mangini. Takes it himself and runs about close to inside the 20-yard line. Now and mark it about the 18-yard. Let's see where they mark it. Give him a generous spot here.
Looks like he's short. They're sending out a bunch of new personnel. I'd expect a field goal here on 4th down.
18-yard line. And let's see, the kick is up with the right foot. It's got the distance, plenty of distance. It is up and good. A 35-yard field goal for Columbus DeSales. Radio Network, the Prep Sports Radio Network on AM 1160 WBOB.
Good from 35, would have been good from 40.
Well, Blake Carter is back along with Martez Williams, and the kick is going to go to Martez Williams at about the 3. He takes it to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. He's outside the 25-yard line to the close to, he gets it to the 30-yard line. So Martez Williams on a good return.
He was hit first by number 38, Scott Fisher, wasn't able to bring him down. Martez is doing a great job of absorbing a first hit, delivering a first hit, keeping his feet, and there's something about that guy. You just can't really wrap him up and bring him down.
1st and 10. Moeller has the football at their own 30-yard line. They line up in the backfield. Widmeyer in the backfield. They line up 3 wide receivers to the right, including Blake Carter. A wide right is Cleary, and they look to throw. We're looking, and again, McGrath throws the football to Cleary, and he's knocked down. Number 36 on the pass deflection by Chris Thomas. He's trying to get something going to start, go down for the second quarter here. McGrath under center, lines up with 3 wide receivers to the right. Cleary again wide out, and 1 wide receiver to the left, and 1 running back in Widmeyer in the backfield. And now the handoff to Widmeyer. Gets a good block, gets a couple of yards, and he's short of the 35-yard line. They'll mark the football.
Nice tackle by Austin Addington, pursuing from the inside out, coming up from the safety position, bringing Widmeyer down.
So with big 3rd down here for Moeller with 45 seconds to go in the first quarter, trailing 3-0. McGrath will line up under center. Again, Widmeyer the lone tailback. This time Carter to the left, 2 wide receivers to the right, and Cleary is the 1 wide. Here's McGrath to throw the football. Looking, got protection, looking for Woodward. It's intercepted by Brown at about the 48-yard line. That's where he picked up the 47-yard line. Their own 47. That is a second turnover for Moeller. This time an interception, McGrath, and that was number 36, Chris Thomas, not Chris Brown. Check that. So 1st and 10, they line up Mangini, and he'll line up again. They move before the snap, so there's going to be another flag as the flag is down.
On down the game, I wouldn't be surprised to see someone else take one of these snaps.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line, 1st and 15 rather. And there's Mangini looking again, and going to get sacked back at the 39-yard line.
Nice play by, it looked like Bo Goodhart reading the option and taking the quarterback responsibility, not making a nice play.
You're listening to the Prep Sports Radio Network presentation of Moeller football on AM 1160 WBOB. Len Harvey, Dave Lapham Jr. back here, and you know, looking at Columbus DeSales, they're up 3-0. They have the football. It'll be a 2nd down and 17 at their own 40, but and they line up. Here's again Mangini looking. He fumbles the football in the backfield, and let's see, and he's going to recover it on, and they mark the football back at about the 37-yard line.
It's going to be a 3rd and very long for DeSales. Doing a lot of ball faking, a lot of ball handling in the backfield.
20 for DeSales. They line up at the 37-yard line, their own 37. Mangini out of the shotgun formation. They line up with 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers to the right. And Mangini looks to throw. He's got a big blitz from behind. And let's see, they don't get him yet, but he's back for his life at the 30. Gets a block to the 35 to the 40. He's at the 45-yard line. And a gain of 8 is not going to be good enough for the 1st down, but he was back at the 20-yard line where they almost had him.
Ryan Granodal had great penetration from his nose guard position. Quick swim move got him right into the backfield. He had him by a hand.
As Anthony Begro will kick it back at his 30-yard line. Now steps up into about the 35. Back deep is Blake Carter again. He's at his 15-yard line. Now steps back and looks to run the football to the 20. He's got close to the 25. Now gets out to the 27-yard line where they'll mark the football. So Blake Carter, a successful return.
Yeah, pretty much right now it seems like a successful return for Moeller as a guy that's catching the ball on the fly and bringing it back as far as he can.
After a David Starvaggi turnover on a punt. And he'll set up now 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line where they'll mark it. The quarterback position is McGrath. And looking, he hands the ball off to Martez Williams. Stutter step to the right and gets a good block outside and close to the 37-yard line. So a nice run of close to 10 yards. Coming up, this is a good play to go deep too. You look at the situation. They line up they line up with the tight end set, a double tight end, two running backs, and they line up. They hand off to Blake Carter. Carter gets it to the 40. He's outside of the 45, gets a stiff arm inside the 50 to territory inside about the 45-yard line of DeSales.
Nice lead blocks by the other two backs, Chris Walsh and Martez Williams. And Blake Carter's a dangerous ball carrier in the open field. He's a tough man to bring down.
So first down and 10, the 48-yard line. Down 3-0. McGrath under center, two running backs, nobody wide. And now Carter decides to go in motion. The pitch out to Martez Williams to the right. He gets a good block and upfield and gets to about the 45-yard line. So a gain of into territory. Good run that time. Have the football at the 44-yard line. It'll be a second down and 6 for Moeller. They line up with Blake Carter to the right, Cleary out wide to the right, and McGrath under center with the I formation. Martez Williams the setback. And now the pitch fake to Martez, looking to throw to Wonder, and he's got him over the middle to the 30, to the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Neil Wonder.
A well-designed play. A great pitch fake by McGrath, and Martez Williams caused a safety to step up. Neil Wonder from the tight end position snuck right by everybody, wide open down the middle of the field. A nice throw and catch to complete the play. Blake Carter hustling to get a downfield block, well executed all the way around.
8:39 to go in the second quarter. Moeller with the 44-yard touchdown from McGrath to Neil Wonder. And now to hold, and the kick is up, and this one is good. So with 8:39 to go, second quarter, it's Moeller 7 and DeSales 3. You're listening to the Prep Sports Radio Network presentation of Moeller football on AM 1160 WBOB. That was a nice throw right over the middle.
Attempts had been blocked, so nice to see him put one through the uprights, giving Moeller a 7-3 lead, getting good blocking up front, which is good to see. And the extra points are always big in football games.
Absolutely. Chris Thomas back, and they get ready to kick it off at the 40. Moeller going from right to left to radio dial here in the second quarter. They lead at 7-3 with 8:39 to play, getting ready to kick this one as they line the football up at the 40-yard line. And now they get set. And Wayman's kick is a line drive. Going back is Brown. Actually, Thomas. He'll check it at the 5 to the 10. He's outside the 15 to the 20. Gets a block. Stumbles out to the 27-yard line. And a good return by number 36, Chris Thomas.
Wayman's done a nice job of directional kicking so far. Both kicks have pinned the return man deep in his back corner and given him minimal return room.
8:31 to play here in the second quarter. Moeller leading at 7-3. And Matt Mangini, again, out of the shotgun formation, lining up with three running backs in the backfield. It fakes the one handoff and now goes up the middle. Gain of, looks like Schutzenzer will get the handoff and get a couple.
A little counter action trying to fake Mangini one way and give it back to the running back going the other way. That was number 22, Schertzinger. And
at the 28-yard line for DeSales. Mangini again will line up just about half a yard back from the center, and not much of a shotgun. Hands the ball off up the middle, and not much doing there. Looks like Julian Podres will get the carry and get a couple.
Moeller's gone to the goal line defense. Looks like a little bit trying to slow down the running attack of DeSales, and they're having success here on this drive, forcing a 3rd and long. This is the situation DeSales is trying to avoid.
At their own 30-yard line, DeSales, Matt Mangini, the quarterback, and they'll do this pretty much the same thing. He doesn't line up any further back, and he'll line up with 3 running backs in the backfield. So Mangini will get the handoff and go to the option. He'll decide to run it himself and gets out to the 35-yard line, a gain of about 5 and close. Let's see, they had to get to the 37-yard line, and I think he might have gotten to the 36, but if they give him a generous spot, so he'll be short of the first down. Benjamin Quintal with the DeSales team in front of us. It's going to be a little bit short, as it was, as we called it. So a little bit short. It'll be a 4th down and short. Run back. He was not thinking they were going to punt, so he's going to have to run back. 35, and now he's going to line up at his own 29-yard line is where Blake Carter will line up. Anthony Begrell will step into it at about the 22-yard line, is where the line of 4th and 1 at the 36. The snap is to Begrell at the 32. He steps into it with the right foot, and it's an end-over-end kick to Carter at the 29. Carter steps into 30, crosses the 30 to the 36-yard line, and that's where they'll mark it there. So Moeller will have the football 1st and 10 at their own 36.
Let's see what the offense can do here. Last drive, they did a nice job of mixing up and running the pass. They established the run first.
To the right is Cleary and Wonder, and Blake Carter lines up almost at the tight end slot. And a wing back. McGrath under center, looks to throw, gets it to Carter in the backfield, and now Carter will run with it to the 40. He's out to the 45, spins in and gets about to the 47-yard line.
A little bubble screen to Carter on the trips right. Wonder and trainer out there blocking for him. Did a nice job letting Blake get to the outside. That's a good first down play.
6:20 to play, second quarter. Moeller leading at 7-3. They have the football 1st and 10 at their own 47. Cleary lines up to the left. Carter also to the left, and the I formation this time is to Widmeyer to the right. Spins to the 50. He gets a block out to the 40. He could go all the way. 10, 5. He is in the end zone for the touchdown.
There might be a flag down. It's hard to see with the... Nope, doesn't look... Oh, yeah, there it is.
Oh, there is a flag.
There's a flag down at the 45-yard line. A nice run.
So a touchdown is taken away on the penalty. 6:02 to play. It's still 7-3. Moeller with the lead. He'll talk about what's going on with Moeller and the school. Blake Carter will line up to the left. And they line up with Widmeyer again in the I formation. McGrath to throw the football. Looks to Wonder. It gets him about the 49-yard line. Actually, the 49 of DeSales. So gain of about 5.
Quick little pop pass type thing to the tight end. Nice way to pick up 5 or 6 yards. And it's a good first down play. It's an
McGrath under center, wide receiver to the right, and getting a chance is number 23, and Tyler Durkers will get a chance. He's wide to the right. Blake Carter also to the right. They line up out of the I formation with Grant Widmeyer, the tailback. And now they look to throw the football. McGrath got some protection, throws to Carter. It is completed to 30. And look, it's Tyler Durkers actually. He gets the football to the 20 inside about the 18-yard line. So it wasn't Carter. Tyler Durkers 23, not 83. I got to get my glasses. But a first down nonetheless.
A big target, like we mentioned earlier. Durkers coming across the middle, lined up wide, and came all the way across. McGrath hit him in front of the safeties.
Added their lead here. 2 wide receivers to the right, and Blake Carter and Tyler Durkers. And now the pitch is to Widmeyer. Widmeyer gets a good block from Chris Walsh and steps in and gets near the 20-yard line. Inside the 20, the 15 rather.
Moeller's had good success running the toss sweep to both sides. This time they run it to the right.
Will be again the tailback with Walsh, the lead blocker out of the I formation. 2 wide receivers to the right, including Blake Carter. And now the handoff is to Widmeyer. And Widmeyer is stopped at the 20-yard line. So a loss of 3.
A nice combination there by Luciano Carponga. And
20 to play in the second quarter. Neil Wonder will line up wide to the left now. Blake Carter to the right along with Tyler Durkers. In the backfield, the I formation with Walsh, the lead blocker. Here's looking to throw the football. Here's McGrath looking and steps up, throws the football to Widmeyer, gets a good block, and he gets inside the 10.
Great job by McGrath. Came off his first and second options to find Widmeyer across the middle on his check down. Able to pick up the first down as Widmeyer cuts across the linebackers.
On a 44-yard touchdown reception to Neil Wonder. So McGrath to Wonder last time. They line up this time to the right is Blake Carter. Looking to Widmeyer, and now will go in the end back, and that is Blake Carter will take the football into the end zone for the touchdown.
A great play by Moeller and by Carter. McGrath hands it to Widmeyer, who then turns and hands it to Carter right away. Carter hurdles a defender at the 3-yard line cleanly to walk in for the score. Very athletic run by Carter. That's 2 runs he has, and it looks like Moeller's trying to get the ball in his hands offensively and let him make a difference.
And Tyler Wayman will line up for the extra point. 3:14 to play, second quarter. And now we'll line up to add this one to make it 14-3. And there's going to be an offside, and that'll be on DeSales.
Moeller's doing the old snap down with their offensive line, and when the offensive linemen all snap down, DeSales jumps across.
Hard attempt. 3:14 to go. Looking to add the extra point here. A little shorter extra point. Tyler Wayman. And here's a snap. It's up with the right foot, and this one is up, and it is good. So with 3:14 to go, second quarter, Moeller now leads at 14-3. You're listening to the Prep Sports Radio Network presentation of Moeller football on AM 1160 WBOB. And it is 14-3 after trailing 3-0, 2 unanswered touchdowns.
McGrath 6 for 12 for 156 yards, a touchdown and an interception in the early going. That's a solid first half for McGrath, who hasn't played much recently due to a hamstring injury.
Well, they will kick it off. Again, number 36, Chris Thomas will be back deep. They line up with 3, and Tyler Wayman will kick it, and it is pretty deep. It looks like Thomas will take it at the 3. He takes it to the 10. He's now outside to the 15, and just about that. That's about where they'll mark it, pretty close to the 15-yard line, so not much doing for Columbus DeSales on that return.
Great job by Moeller's kicker and kick coverage. That's twice. 2 out of 3 times DeSales has had to start inside their own 20, and that's really what you want if you can pin.
Out of the shotgun formation, Matt Mangini will try to lead DeSales back here. They mark it at the 16-yard line, 1st down and 10. Mangini looks to throw the football, spins, turns, and it is incomplete, intended for number 5, Julian Podres.
They have to start throwing the ball to mix it up on Moeller defensively. DeSales got 2 first downs on their first drive.
Hill will line up to the right, 1 wide receiver to the left, and they line up out of the shotgun formation on a 2nd down and 10 at the 16-yard line. Mangini will get the snap and look to throw the football. He steps up into the pocket, throws the ball complete to number 8, Anthony Youngblood, and that ball is about the 30-yard line, so a 14-yard pickup. 1st down and 10, they spotted at the 30-yard line. 14-3, Moeller on top. They line up again, the formation looking to do that option again, and they will line it up, and there's the pitch. And out of the backfield, number 22, Schertzenzer, and he doesn't get much out of it, but the pitch.
Stephen Capehart did a nice job coming up from the safety position. He had the pitch back and met him in the backfield.
So it'll be 3rd down and a dozen, 2nd down and a dozen, rather. 14-3, Moeller on top. They line up here, DeSales does, with 2 wide receivers to the left, and Mangini will line up out of the shotgun formation with 1 running back. Mangini will set it up now at his own 20, looks to throw the football, throws it. It is almost intercepted, incomplete. Intended, David Starvaggi almost actually to check that. That was number 7.
And Mangini, when he's back in the deep shotgun, that time he was back 6 or 7 yards. It looks like has the ability to throw the ball.
12, the ball at the 28-yard line. 2:19 to go in the 2nd quarter. Moeller leading at 14-3. Mangini now out of the shotgun formation, looks and gives it on the reverse. That time number 22, and Mark Schertzenzer looking, and not much doing there. He's really Capehart and company tackled him back at a loss of about 5.
It looks like DeSales, when they get into 3rd down, they're trying to get it with some type of trick play to pick up the first time. This time running the end around. Donnell Shepard made some penetration, forced him deeper, and then the rest of the Moeller defense arrived to help out with the tackles. That right, it looks like they're going to do some damage offensively. They scored on each of their last 2 drives, and with 2 minutes and 7 seconds left, they're going to get another crack at it.
Begro will be back at his own 10 to kick it. Blake Carter will try to return this one. He's back at, and has to go back to the 35, and he's now at his 30, and he tries to change his direction, and he does. He's outside to the 40. He's out to the 45 to the 47-yard line where they'll mark the football. Blake Carter turned nothing into something.
With a lot of help from Jim Hollenbeck. He blocked one guy, knocked him down, turned around and picked up another guy, which allowed Carter to get to the outside and get a nice return. So
I don't see Neil Wonder going over the middle down around the 20-yard line. For the credit of the 47, they gave him the 44 before this. So McGrath will line up under center. He's got Trainer out to the left along with Blake Carter. Carter now goes in motion off to the right. He's the lone man to the right. Now decide to fake the handoff to Martez Williams. Looks to Blake Carter deep. He had him. Carter over the shoulder, catches it at the 5.
What a great throw by McGrath. It was double coverage. They had 2 men down there on Blake Carter. Carter just kept running. The ball hit him right in the breadbasket. Perfect throw by McGrath. He's done a heck of a job just standing in the pocket. You can tell he's not completely himself as far as mobility goes, but his accuracy has been phenomenal for not having played very much. He played for a couple series in the St. X game, re-injured his hamstring, and has come back very strong tonight.
39 yards in the air and a strike. That was just as good as it gets. So a minute 35 to play in the 2nd quarter. McGrath will line it up. They mark the football at the 8-yard line. Check that, the 8-yard line. So it'll be a 1st down and goal at the 8-yard line, and McGrath under center. To the right is Carter, looking to give it to Martez Williams. He gets a yard or 2, if that. And 7. 2nd down and goal at the 7. And Martez Williams, the lone setback. Now Walsh lines up at a tight end slot. And now looking, there's Martez Williams off to the right tackle, looking to get into the end zone, and he's going to be short.
Martez has one tight spin. When he puts his spin move in, he's tough to bring down. He spins so fast and tight, he just rolls his way out of tackles.
Trainer out to the left. Let's see. And now they're going to get something on the field. And
timeout DeSales.
Yeah, DeSales calls timeout with 32 seconds to play.
I would maybe throw it up to Durkers.
Yeah, he's at 6'7". They line up to the right side. 32 seconds to the 3rd down and goal. Here's McGrath. Gives it to Widmeyer, and he's going to be, let's see, is he in the end zone? Last week he couldn't get in from the 1, and I don't know. Let's see.
4th down again. No.
Yeah, 4th down. 21 seconds and counting. They get ready to set up again. They're gonna go for it here on 4th down and goal. They line up out of the I formation. There's McGrath going to run it into the end zone for the touchdown.
I like the call, letting the quarterback do it himself. McGrath gets everyone set on the field, runs the quarterback sneak, jumps in on his own. So it's nice to see Moeller get another point on the board. Great job of utilizing the clock and your timeouts to get the ball back. And it's a big lead now. It's 20-3 with the possible extra point here.
And Wayman going to try to add the extra point. McGrath, a 1-yard touchdown run. He's now thrown for one and ran for one. Good fantasy player, you know, right? We talked about the fantasy. 20-3. Here's the lineup, the extra point. The kick is up with the right foot. It is up, and it is good. So with 10 seconds to go, it is 21-3 in the second quarter. You're listening to the Prep Sports Radio Network presentation of Moeller football, but there is a flag down on the play.
That's what I think they're discussing right now, so I believe that'll be enforced on the kickoff. Action fake, just throwing the ball deep to Blake. Ben put it right on the money. Took it inside the 10, and Moeller was able to use up the clock and punch in a touchdown. So a nice, very successful 2-minute drill by the Moeller offense.
Well, the Sails up 3-0 after one, but it's been a 21-0 run for Moeller here. They'll kick it off at their own 40-yard line. I thought they were going to put some, they're going to actually mark something off, and that's what Wayman is talking about. He says, why am I kicking from the 40? Wayman's talking on the sideline here, trying to find out why he's kicking from the 40. I thought they were going to mark off the roughing the kicker, but actually they declined it, so that's why they, now's the delay of game.
Off from their 35.
Mark Schertzenzer will be back deep. He's the lone deep man, and he's back at his own 35 as Tyler Wayman will have to kick it off. 10 seconds to go in the second quarter. 21-3 Moeller, and the line drive kick, and it's going to line back, and Schertzenzer will take it at his 12-yard line. Looks and gets outside of the close to the 20, and now we'll get to about the 25-yard line where he steps out of bounds.
Nice special teams tackle by Chris Rowan and number 42. That's Alex Urban doing a nice job on special teams, getting down there on kick coverage.
So Mancini will line up under center here. I think he's just taking a knee, and that's what he's going to do. That'll go into halftime with the score. Moeller leading it 21-3. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll talk about the half, and then we'll come back with Athletic Director Barry Borman. You're listening to the Prep Sports Radio Network presentation of Moeller football on AM 1160 WBOB. And we'll do a quick wrap of the half, and then we'll come back and we'll have an interview with the Athletic Director to start. And Martez Williams will line up deep along with Blake Carter. And it's back, and Martez Williams at the 2-yard line now. We'll get it to the 5. He's outside the 10 to the right side. Now gets a block to the 15 to the 20. He's outside the 30. Got a good block outside. Looking at the 45. He's outside, out of bounds, close to the 50-yard line. Will mark the football.
Great blocking by the return team. Martez bobbled the ball on the kick a little bit, and then when he gathered it, he had a nice seam to the right side. Everybody sealed their men up. Good job by the return squad, giving him some room to run. And
Martez Williams with a 47-yard return. And we start off. Here's McGrath now. The handoff to Blake Carter on the end around, and he gets just about back to the line of scrimmage, maybe the 49.
Nice little design, little misdirection play by Moeller, trying to get an excited DeSales team to over pursue, but the
2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right, and 1 running back is Grant Widmeyer. And now the handoff the up back to Widmeyer. Widmeyer gets to the 45, gets out to about the 44-yard line where they mark it into DeSales territory.
Nice open field tackle by Chris Thomas, number 36, the safety. Widmeyer squirted through the...
Look actually to the left. It's Cleary and Wonder. Carter lines up also as a tight end in this situation. The throw by is the up back at that time Cleary, and Cleary gets it to about the 28-yard line.
Cleary's a hands man, a good man to go to on 3rd down. You know he's going to bring the ball down, and Ben put the ball right on the money again. A good 3rd down conversion, keeping the drive alive.
You're just joining us. 2 touchdowns, McGrath, 1 to Wonder, and he ran 1 in from a yard out. So Ben McGrath, the starting quarterback, and playing pretty well tonight. McGrath under center, lines up with 1 wide receiver to the left, 2 to the right. Now looks to throw the football into the end zone. Looks, he's got a man, and it's a touchdown complete in the end zone. Number 81, Ryan Trainer.
Great job McGrath he pump faked to the right to pull the safeties over, then went back to Trainer on the post to the left side. Trainer made a nice adjustment to the ball, reaching over his left shoulder to catch it. A great catch and roll into the end zone for a touchdown, and that's his first of the year, and he's got to be all pumped up.
That is a tremendous catch, 27-3 now. Moeller with the lead, and they'll get ready to kick the extra point, but...
Well, McGrath's throwing the ball. I mean, he hasn't put the ball in the money like this very often, and he's in quite a groove here, just throwing the ball down the field with great accuracy, doing a great job.
And line up with the extra point with 9:55 to go in the third quarter. The kick is up with the right foot. It is up and good. So with 9:55 to play, third quarter, it is Moeller 28 and Columbus DeSales 3 with 9:55 to go. You're listening to Moeller Football on AM 1160 WBOB.
Sponsor of Moeller Sports on Radio at Moeller Woodworking Machinery.
Rick Crema wins a split the pot. Congratulations, he's buying us dinner. So that's good. At least we'll get something, right? Congratulations to Rick Crema winning the split the pot. I was wondering why he was handing me a check. I thought he was writing me one.
Hopefully he'll split that pot with us.
Yeah, absolutely. 9:55 to go, third quarter, 28-3. And just so you know, it was only $20 in case anybody's listening. And there is off to the right. And it is taken about the 10-yard line and up about to the close to the 25-yard line. Let's see, the 23-yard line with a market.
Another nice job of kicking by Wayman and coverage by the coverage unit. Really well.
Matt Mangini out of the shotgun formation, down 28-3. Ronnie Smith out to the right for DeSales. And now looking, Mangini going to run the football. Let's see, he got maybe a yard or two. Not much doing.
A little tag team by Goodhart and Lukens. Goodhart sliding around the legs, and Lukens hitting him up high to bring him down. So nice job by the Crusader backers making the play.
Third quarter, 28-3 Moeller. Second down and 7 at the 26-yard line for DeSales. Looking to out of the shotgun formation. Now he drops the football, and he's taken down, and that was Bo Goodhart in the backfield.
He's in the backfield quite a bit. And you know, when the ball's on the ground, I think Goodhart just has a nose for it, and he's after it, and right on Mangini's back as soon as the ball hit the ground, making a nice play. This last week was in the 5,000 range.
Yeah, well, this was pretty close, but Rick will be buying us dinner. That's it anyway. There's a pass, and it is almost intercepted. A great play that time by Stephen Capehart, and he almost got an interception.
DeSales has had limited success throwing the ball tonight.
Will line up at his 35-yard line to return the kick.
Timeout by DeSales.
Yeah. They're trying to figure out what they're going to do here on a 4th down and 10 at the 23-yard line.
The way around.
Looks like they're going to change. They're going to go for it.
Yeah.
Look at this, Mangini with a 4th down and 10 at the 23-yard line. They're going to go for it here, down the 25 points. Let's see.
Nope.
Oh, no, they pooch it. There's a pooch kick, and nobody to return it for Moeller. As back bounces closest to the 40, now inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. So a pretty good kick.
Strive, his first appearance of the game.
Yeah, Chris Reisert in, and will be out of the shotgun formation. And they'll line up with Dirkers to the left. And looks like Cleary to the left. And now they hand off to Martez Williams. Martez Williams to the right, got a burst of speed to the 45, out to the 48-yard line.
Tripped up nicely by Ronnie Smith, took out his right leg, or Martez might still be running. A nice little misdirection handoff. Reisert rolling left, handing to Martez underneath, coming around to the right end.
Right here on AM 1160 WBOB. Reisert will go under center this time, lines up with Trainer, and also Dirkers to the right. Now the handoff up the middle, this time to Martez Williams. He goes outside, and he gets to about the 50 where he's knocked down there.
Looks like he picked up a first down, so Moeller have a 1st and 10. Reisert up there doing his usual routine, going through all his signals. He does a nice job of leading the offense, getting everyone involved, communicating with the receivers.
Quarter, Moeller leading it 28-3. And now Reisert under center, got Dirkers out to the left. And now the handoff again, the pitch this time to Martez Williams. Martez gets to the 45, to the 40, down the sideline, 35. Let's see where he stepped out of bounds and where they marked the football. Looks like they're going to mark it close to the 30-yard line. At the 30, inside the 30 maybe. Let's see where they marked the football. He did go out of bounds, but they're...
Great block by Tennant there on the sweep.
Out to the left is Brian Hoffer. He's into the game at the left side. In motion goes Cleary, and now an penalty. It looks like an offside on Moeller. Let's see.
It is.
Yeah, 6:55 to go, third quarter.
Stakes at this point. Keep the clock moving, keep gaining yards. You don't really need to back yourself up. Put them in situations to do some things and see how they step up and perform.
And out to the left, it's Durkers. Two wide receivers. In motion goes Cleary. And now again, Reichert now with a draw. Handoff to Martez Williams. Gets in the open field and gets inside the 20-yard line.
Nice run by Martez. Nice tackle by Jeff Terps. Tripping him up. Martez is very dangerous in the open field. And a great call by Moeller offensively. The front forward to Sales coming up field. Martez taking the draw right by him.
8-3 lead. Moeller Reichert under center, replacing McGrath, who had a tremendous game. In motion goes Cleary again, and a fumble. And let's see, did Moeller get it? Reichert looks like he's got possession of the football, so nothing doing there. A loss of a yard or two, but he did get the reception and the fumble back.
Looked like there was a little mix-up on the snap count. Had a couple guys moving while a couple others were still in their stance. And
if they move it, yeah, he did get back to the line of scrimmage. So it's a 3rd and 6 at the 21-yard line. Lining up wide to the left, number 84, Brian Hoffer, and number 23, Tyler Durkers. And now again, another penalty this time, and let's see who they get this time. Might be on the defense this time, but I think it's in the Moeller backfield, so that doesn't look too well. So 3rd and 11 at the 26-yard line. Chris Reichert under center for Moeller. To the left side, number 84 goes Brian Hoffer, and now look, Reichert to throw the football. Looks, he's got man, but is intercepted. It looks like stepped out of bounds. It is an interception for Columbus DeSales.
Ronnie Smith did a nice job. It was intended for Tyler Durkers. Reichert just throwing it up to the big 6'7" receiver, and Ronnie Smith did a nice job of well tonight.
4:58 and counting to play here in the 3rd quarter. It is Moeller 28 and DeSales 3. Out of the shotgun formation, looking to throw the football. No, he looks to run the football this time, and it is out close to the 20-yard line. And at quarterback, number 15, Danny Bradenstein. So Danny Bradenstein will be the quarterback now for the Stallions. They played most of the game with Matt Mangini, but they go with. This will be a test of our looking at the roster here. 4:30 to play here in the 3rd quarter. There's looking. Bradenstein, the left-handed quarterback, throws intended for number 22, Mark Schertzenzer, and that is incomplete. Well, it's a different type of offense. And Bradenstein out of the shotgun formation looks to throw the football. The left-hander is going to be in the grass back at the 15-yard line.
Ryan Cornoto again. He's done a nice job getting penetration tonight. He's been in the backfield a couple times, and a nice sack there by Noodle.
Now looking with 2 wide receivers out to the left, out to the right rather, and one to the left. As they go from left to right of your radio dial, looking to throw the football, and it's thrown. It is almost intercepted by David Starvaggi, intended for number 7, Nick Burgess. It'll be Bill Cleary to return, and he'll be at his own 48. The kick is a line drive kick, could be returnable. Cleary back at his 45 to the 50. Now gets to the 45 of DeSales, now to the 43-yard line where they'll mark the football. So a good return by Bill Cleary.
Yeah, Cleary has speed to burn back there. He's got another gear that not many guys have, and he does a nice job catching the ball and just getting upfield. So a nice gain on the punt return by William Cleary.
I could have asked to be called fast. 3 minutes and 32 seconds to go 3rd quarter. 28-3, Moeller leading. Chris Reichert back at a quarterback. 3 running backs in the game here. On a 1st down and 10 at the 43-yard line. And now Reichert will pitch it to Martez Williams. Martez gets taken down. Not much doing there. Matter of fact, they might lose a yard here.
Moeller in the T-back field. Couple tight ends. Fake the dive to the fullback. Give the end around to Martez.
Week to Elder, 21-20. 2:52 to play. 3rd quarter, they lead at 28-3. 3 running backs in the backfield. And now fake to Widmeyer. The throw is complete, and that is to number 87, Sean Redwine, and he gets into territory down close inside the 30-yard line. So a good play by Sean Redwine.
Looks like there's a flag down and a Crusader player down by the 1st down marker over there. So hopefully that's nothing serious with the injury. And
but let's see. It is is that a hold? Though.
They got him up now, so he's
yeah, the Prep Sports Radio Network presentation of Moeller football on AM 1160 WBOB. Run just a quick 30 here. Len Harvey, Dave Lapham Jr. back with 2:18 to play, third quarter. It is Chris Reichert back to throw the football, looking deep. He's got a man, and it is complete. And that is in the Dirkers, and he's close to the end zone. Let's see. He's at the 1 yard line, I think.
It's nice to see Dirkers getting down the field, stretch, making some progress down the field, getting all the way down to the 1 yard line. Another good deep ball by the Moeller quarterbacks. This time Reichert putting it right on the money down the field.
Yeah, that was tremendous passing and touching.
Old Druff.
Yeah. And with center. 2 minutes to play. And now the timeout here. Another timeout as they try to get the play in. 7 to go here in the third quarter. They line up. And there's the ball up the middle. And let's see, is anybody in? They're calling it in.
It'd be Big Chris Walsh if he is.
Big Chris Walsh hopefully got in the end zone because that's what they're saying. No official word yet. Trying to get the pile together. Let's see. Did he get in the end zone? No, short. So Chris Walsh did not get in the end zone. I'm out of the I formation. In motion goes Cleary to the right. Cleary trying to line up wide. Let's see what they run here. Reichert will pitch it to Widmeyer. He's got a block from Farsing. Gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
Nice little play call, a little toss sweep, Cleary motioning out. Farsing getting a nice little kick out block, and Widmeyer just smelling the end zone and turning it up and punching it in for a nice touchdown run. Nice to see Grant get it in from the 1 yard line. A big
12 to play. Tyler Wayman looks to add the extra point here to make it 35 to 3. And the kick is up with the right foot, and this one is good. So with 1:12 to play here in the third quarter, Moeller leads at 35 to 3. You're listening to the Prep Sports Radio Network presentation of Moeller football on AM 1160 WBOB.
Here's straight answers to your very important insurance questions.
You're back here at Columbus DeSales High School, and it's been all Moeller after the first part of the first quarter.
Yeah, they've turned it on pretty well here. Got themselves out of a little bit of funk. Quit making the mistakes, turnover mistakes, and ever since then they've really been on a roll.
They've changed a little bit here. Mike Carter is going to kick it off here at the 40-yard line. Mike Carter with the kick. It is an end-over-end kick and taken back. And it's taken at, let's see, he stepped in the end zone, so it'll be out to the 20-yard line.
Nice job by Mike Carter stepping up and punching one into the end zone for a touchback. Great job by Moeller kickers tonight. Wayman has pinned him inside the 20 a couple times, and Carter kicking a little touchback here last part of the season.
At quarterback is Danny Brandenstein and 3 running backs. And now looking up the middle, and not much doing there. Bunch in on the tackle, and a bunch of others as well.
Yeah, I see Big Joe Lynch in there stuffing up things in the middle, doing a nice job at the nose guard position, letting those outside linebackers close in and make the tackle.
Answered points. Out of the shotgun formation is Brandon Stein, and now looks to hand it off. Now he'll go to the option. Goes around the end, number 22, and that's Mark Schertzenzer, and he gets out of bounds at about close to the 30-yard line. So a good game, close to a first down.
Nice job by Chris Rowan forcing the pitch. Alex Urban doing a nice job stepping up from the safety position, trying to make the tackle and forcing him out of bounds. So
6, Heath Kilea. And looking out of the shotgun formation, Brandon Stein, the left-hander, will throw. And it is incomplete. Almost getting a hand on that. Number 50, Chris Rohan, was almost involved, almost had an interception there. This is on the defense here in the end of the third quarter.
Pat Grau, number 91.
And let's see. They're going to line up to punt the football away on a 4th down and 1, and almost blocked it. But nobody to return this one. Bounces at the 35. Going to take a DeSales bounce to about the 33-yard line, where they will mark the football with 12 seconds to play in the third quarter. Reichert, the quarterback. Wouldn't be surprised if we see Pat Redwine pretty soon also. To the right side, number 84 goes in motion, Brian Halfer. And now Reichert looks and hands the ball off up the middle, and that is gain of about to the 35-yard line. That was Joe Farsing, I believe.
Nice running by Big Joe. This is Joe's first year at fullback. He's played offensive line the first 2 years and made the switch this year and has done a great job filling in for an injured Walsh.
Football at AM 1160 WBOB.
Fans, everyone is invited into the gym.
The big plays are a big benefit on offense. When you can get field position changing plays like that, and a couple of them resulting in touchdowns, that's a huge benefit, and Moeller's done a nice job of it.
2nd down and 9 at the 35-yard line with just starting the 4th quarter. Looking to throw Reichert. Got Durkers over the middle of the 45. Durkers outside. He now gets to the 50 and inside to DeSales territory, close to the 45 to the 46-yard line.
That was a little bubble screen look. They had Cleary running in the bubble, Durkers running a little slant, and Reichert made the nice read, hitting Durkers coming across the middle.
Lining up to the right, number 81, Ryan Trainer, who caught a touchdown pass. He's back at his 50, and now they'll set it up. Reichert under center. Durkers off to the right as well. They line up like a wing offense here, and looking Reichert to throw the football. It is incomplete, and on a pass interference, it was intended for number 84, Brian Hofer, and they're going to get a pass interference on DeSales. I believe they're going to get number 4 on that one.
Had a purple shirt on his back that prevented that pass from being complete. So
they'll carried a little bit in the one game earlier this season. And that was down in Sandusky. And there's the handoff to Porter. Porter gets a couple outside the 30-yard line. So a gain of 2 out of bounds for Porter.
Running the big man on the sweep. Nice job of blocking. Nice job by Porter getting a couple yards on first down and bringing up a little 2nd and 7. Moeller's now at the 30-yard line.
Joe Farsing into the backfield now. Reichert under center. 3 wide receivers to the right, including Trainer. And there the handoff again, this time to Farsing. Goes the line to the 25 to down to the close to the 24-yard line. So a good run that time.
Nice surge there on the right side of the offensive line. Those guys are doing a nice job. I see big number 63, Dan Driscoll, moving some people backwards. So nice job by Driscoll.
And they bring in Porter again. So they're switching up a little bit on the fullbacks. They line up with 3 wide receivers to the right, including Tawa Durkers. And Justin Porter. Now the handoff to Porter. Porter runs and gets close inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. A first down run. Porter was just running over people.
Hey, he also did a really nice job this year. Brad Lindis, number 68, stepped in with Michael Keith got in.
Moeller leads at 35 to 3. 3 wide receivers again to the right. 1 lone out to the left. And it looks like Farsing's back in at running back, the lone running back. Reichert calling out the play again. He's intense out there. Reichert looks to throw the football. Looking for some help, throws the ball. It is complete to about the 10-yard line, close to it to Trainer. They're going to mark it, I think, before the 10-yard line, so maybe the 11. Or, oh, look at this. They're giving him a good spot of the football. Down and at the 11-yard line. 2nd down and 2 with 8:33 to play. Moeller leads at 35 to 3. Porter in the backfield. Reichert looking to throw, going to run the football instead. It's a 10, gets it to the 5, and close to the end zone to about the 3-yard line where they'll mark the football.
Took a big hit back there by the safety. I think that may have been Thomas again. He's had a pretty nice game from the safety position.
With the hamstring injury. 3 wide receivers out to the right. Reichert with Farsing in the backfield. The handoff is to Farsing in the end zone. And let's see, did Farsing get in? They're calling it short of the goal line. They're saying he was short.
I think Joe's smelling it. I don't know that he's had a touchdown as a Moeller football player. And, man, he was fighting his butt off to get into the end zone. Just couldn't quite make it. And I think he's bummed to be checking out of the game right now without a touchdown. See that.
7:24 to play, and they, for some reason, they call a timeout.
Looks like the officials are doing it.
Well, we'll take a quick timeout here with 7:24 to play. Junior back here in Columbus, St. Francis de Sales High School, where it is 35 to 3. Moeller looking to go in again. They have a 2nd down rather, and goal at the 1-yard line. Justin Porter in at running back. Be a good idea. You know, people have a long ride ahead of us.
Yeah, really. A couple of the Moeller faithful made the trip up tonight. We were riding up alongside a couple of Moeller bumper stickers.
Yes. Sandusky, Columbus, it's all good. Chris Reichert under center with a 2nd down and goal at the 1-yard line. 7:07 to play, 4th quarter. Porter in the backfield. Let's see the pitches to Porter this time. The big fullback goes into the end zone.
I think that's Porter's first touchdown as a Crusader as well. He had a nice little lead block by Drew Franz, who pulled from his left guard spot and had a nice kick out block. Porter turned it up and got his first 6 points.
You know, you gotta like that. He was tempted to do it. He just looks like a fullback. You know, some guys just look like he got into the end zone pretty easily. It's 41 to 3 pending the extra point here. We'll get a chance to kick the extra point. 6:59 to go. 4th quarter. The extra point by Carter. It is up with the right foot, and it is good. So an extra point for him. It is 42-3. 6:59 to go, fourth quarter. You're listening to the Prep Sports Radio Network presentation of Moeller football on AM 1160 WBOB.
Broadcast partners used to say when it got into a big lead, warm up the bus. Either he would say a big lead or it was the other way, too. It would go in like if you were trailing by a lot.
Got to be feeling good about that with the playoffs coming up. If they can get a couple more wins notched up here, which it looks like they're in a good position to do with the way they're playing football right now, that'd be great momentum going
Well,
into
Carter
the playoffs.
will kick it off, and let's see. It goes close to the end zone and taken by number 44, and that's going to be Chris Brown. Chris Brown runs it up and gets about to the 25-yard line, maybe the 24-yard line.
DA making the tackle. That's Brad Albrecht making a nice shoestring tackle at about the 24-yard lines.
Here, they doing a nice job here, the sales band, and a lot of horn section. I always like the horn section.
Yep.
6:54 to go, and it certainly is a wipeout tonight. 42-3 with 6:54 to go. Getting a little corny here with towards the end of the game, and there's Bergstein with the handoff up the middle to about to the 26-yard line, where they'll mark it with 6:45 to go in the fourth quarter. Ball.
Defensive line.
6:25 to play, and it's been all Moeller. They lead 42-3. Trying to get out of here with a victory, and will do so. There's the handoff, and not much doing. A gain to about the 30-yard line, and gain of about 3. It'll be a third down coming up. Just running the football and into the line. You know, this is interesting. On September 5th, St. Xavier, St. X almost lost. It was 14-7, and there's a incomplete pass intended to number 87. That time looking to get Joe Schmall into the lineup.
Haven't really heard an update since, but that would be 3 losses in a row for the Bombers if they don't pull this one off.
5:41 to play here in the fourth down and 4. They're going to go line up to kick the football, and this one is an end-over-end kick taken back. Cleary fumbles the football, gets it back. He's at the 40. And out of the 42-yard line, there's a flag down on the play. I don't know what they're going to call here. They're either an illegal block or possibly a face mask. Let's see. In the vicinity, number 50. And that was Joe Matovich, who was in there on the tackle. And let's see what they call it. It's actually going to go against Moeller. So dropped one and led to the first field goal for Columbus DeSales. 5:31 to play in the fourth quarter. First and 10 at the 27-yard line. Reisert with 2 running backs. It looks like Porter will get this one back to the 30-yard line.
Moeller's going with the heavy backfield. They got Farfsing in at fullback. Farfsing 6'1", 205, and Porter in at tailback. He's 6'1", 230. So that's 435 pounds of tailback or of running back coming at you.
That's down 8 at the 29-yard line. And now in at quarterback is Redwine. As I mentioned, we would see him, and Redwine now at quarterback.
Gidney's checked in at right tackle, number 65. Brian Bailey in at right guard.
You got your scorecard out? Third down and 6 now with 4:18 to play. 42-3, Moeller with the lead. Redwine looking to throw the football. Let's see. Redwine throws. It is incomplete.
With fun to have, you got a bunch of guys who can play the position, and they've needed every bit of it this year with the injuries they've had.
Well, 4th and 6, they're going to kick it away. And it's Mike Carter back at his 20-yard line. Carter up with the right foot, and this is a pretty good kick. It bounces back at about the 35-yard line, taken by number 25, Ben Rothrock. And that is going to see where they mark the football. A couple of flags down on the play. David Starvaggi in the mix. Let's see.
And another Crusader down on the play. Don't have a number on that injured player yet, but.
And now 7 points here in the fourth on a touchdown run of 1 yard by Porta. And DJ Halavchuk going off. It looks like might be a leg. We won't speculate on that, but he's okay. 42-3 with 3:55 to play here in the fourth quarter. St. Francis has the football, first down and 10 at the 37-yard line, and they line up and they run the football up close to the 40-yard line. Not much doing there.
I think it's Moeller ball. It is
Wait.
a fumble. Moeller has it.
And that is a fumble. Look at that. Right on the And Redwine, the quarterback. Pat Redwine looks and hands the ball off. Not much doing there, a couple of yards. Two running backs in the backfield. And now it looks like the fake to Porter. Redwine eludes a tackle to the 35, gets out close to the 32-yard line. And that was a pretty good run. He was almost sacked back at the 40. Got a good touch. Redwine, the quarterback, with two running backs, and Porter, the lead man, is forcing, and he gets inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Yeah, they're putting everybody in. Jeff Mock, number 13, lining up over there to the left. And there's the handoff up the middle. This time to Porter. Gets a block down to the inside the 20-yard line. He was rolling over people.
He was. He's so excited. He's got both hands around the football
together. Yeah. I kind of like it. Redwine under center. And there's the handoff to the big boy Porter, and he gets another block and gets close to the 15-yard line, maybe the 16. So with next Saturday's game against Cleveland St. Ed, that's going to be a good game. To the right in motion, Dan Meyer. Now the pitch out, this time to Porter. Porter runs over a couple of people into the end zone close. He's at the 1. Nice run by Porter. Almost got in the end zone. With 14 seconds and
or take a knee potentially.
Yeah, at this point, I think they're just going to run it out.
If they even need to run a play.
And they will not have to run another play. So it is a final now. Moeller has defeated St. Francis de Sales 42-3, and a big victory after a tough loss last week. A 42-3 victory here at Columbus. We'll take a timeout, come back and recap this one. You're listening to the Prep Sports Radio Network presentation of Moeller football on AM 1160 WBOB.
Moeller High School.
Tracy Jones here for Red Wing Shoes. I've talked to you about the amazing new Red Wing Super Sole 2.0 with all the comfort and the 1-year sole guarantee. But now I also want to talk to you about...